Students, we will take up the next question. It is on the cone with respect to section of solids. Let us go with the question. A cone of base diameter 50 mm and axis 60 mm long is resting with its base on HP. It is cut by a section plane, passes parallel to one of its generators, that is slant generators, and at a distance of 10 mm from it. Draw the sectional top view, front view, and true shape of a section. Also name the true shape obtained. Now here it is given the cone, okay, it is having the diameter 50 and then axis length 60 mm here. Let us draw the top view and front view for this cone. So draw the XY line. Let us move it down. In this case, it is given the dimension as 50 mm and then axis length as 60 mm here. So draw the circle here. For the cone, when you see from the top view, it look like the circle. So draw the circle in the top view. So this will be the top view of the cone. So now here it is. In order to get the points on the circumference, we need to divide the circle into even number of parts. Okay. So here it is. Here you can divide the circle into 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 equal number of even parts. But in this case, when I take 4 number of parts, when I take 4 equal divisions here, it is difficult to identify the points. It will be difficult to identify the points. So for that reason, I will be dividing the circle into 8 equal parts. In the system, how to do it? So to start with, you need to draw one radius line. So in order to divide the circle into 8 equal parts, you can also do it manually. Draw the vertical diameter, horizontal diameter, and then draw the the 45 degree line in this quadrant, and then you need to project it backwards. Similarly, you need to draw the 45 and then project it backwards. But since I am giving the demo in the system, so I will be getting the radii options here. So for that, how to divide, you need to select the radius line. So to begin with, in order to divide the circle into your number of parts, draw one radius line. Either it is horizontal radius line or vertical line. Don't draw the inclined one because it is difficult to trace the points. Now, draw the horizontal radius line, then go with the circular pattern here. Go with the circular pattern. Then, it is asking, how many parts you will be dividing? How many counts? In this case, in order to get the optimum results, I will be taking the count as 8 here, and then the angle. So how much is the included angle inside the circle? So in this case, inside the angle, the total angle it is 360 degrees. Give the angle as 360 degrees here, and so it is afterwards it is asking for click for the center point of the circular array. For this, so this is the center point for the circle. Click the center point and click finish, so that we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts. So this circle, only this circle should be darker, and then this line should be light line, because when you see from the top view, you can see only the base circle. So for that, the dividing line should be light line. Now you need to name the points. In this case, you will be getting only one points in the base, A, B, C, D. Point O1. Show the diameter for this. We have taken 50 mm here. So here it is for this XY line. This is XY, X, and then this is Y. So here it is VP HP. You can name it as VP, and then here it is HP. Since in this case I have drawn it here, so for that there is no space here. So for that I am showing here. Then, we need to draw the front view for this. So for this, you need to project the points to the front view here. Select it here. So you need to project all the 8 points. You need to project all the 8 points onto the XY line. Now here it is. In this case, it is given the axis length as 60 mm. Show the axis length. So take this point, and so it is 60 mm is axis length, and then angle it is 90 degrees. Then, once it is over, select the continuous line. So take the thick line here, and in this case when you see from the front, okay, the cone will look like a triangle here. Okay, this is the front view for this cone. Okay, when you see from here in front of this cone, and then when you see here, so this will look like the triangle here. Then once it is done, so it is these lines you need to connect it here, because in order to get the reference points you need to so draw this one here. So this way you need to complete the so front view for the cone. So we have taken the axis length as 60, which is given in the question. Now we need to name the points. So this is the point O dash, apex point. So now in this case this is the point A dash, this is A dash, and then here it is B dash of H dash, and then here it is, you will be getting the 3 points, C dash of G dash, okay, comma O1 dash. There are 2 points which are invisible here, G dash and then O1 dash. Now here it will be getting the points D dash and then F dash. Okay, here it is the D dash of F dash, and here it is E dash, here it is E dash. So in this way you got the points here in the front view. Now once after drawing the top view and then front view for this cone, now we need to see for the section plane. Okay, in the question it is mentioned that the section plane will be passing through, okay, this object, okay, this will okay, passing through the object, but the condition which is given is that will be parallel to one of the generators, okay, that will be parallel to one of the slant generators, okay, and then it will be passing at a distance of 10 mm from it. So for that, in this case, in order to draw the parallel line with respect to this inside this object, so I'll be using the here it is, we need to take the section plane. So for that section plane will be passing through this object at a distance of 10 mm from this slant generator. So how to draw this? So for that I'll be making use of the offset command here in order to draw the parallel line. So go with this offset. Either you can draw the parallel line to this, or you can draw this. Since I got the space here, so for that it will be easy for me to take this slant line here. So give the distance as 10 mm here, and then it is a single line. Okay, select this line and then click the green button, so that you will be getting the line here. So you will be getting the line at a distance of 10 mm. So this line, it is indicating the section line, so it should be a long dash followed by the short dash in between, and then afterwards, so both the ends you need to make the dark line in order to show the sectioning here. Okay, to show the sectioning you need to show the dark line on both the ends. So you need to, okay, once it is passing out of the object, you need to make it dark here, then show the section line here. It is, so it is the section line, section plane. It is, I'll be calling this, in this case I'll be naming it as B and B here. Okay, section BB. Now once it is over here, now we need to, once after drawing the section line, our job is to where it is cutting the object. Okay, we need to identify the points where and all it is cutting the object. Now it is to start from here, so we need to go with the visible points in the beginning, then we need to go with the invisible point later. So don't club both visible and invisible points. So to start with, we need to go with the visible points in the beginning, that is those who are, okay, points which are lying in front of the object, we need to consider them first, then we need to take the points which are, okay, are invisible in the later stage. Now you need to name the points. So go with this text. So here it is, this is the point 1 dash. So here it is, since we are naming the points in the front view, so for that I'll be going with the dashes here. So here it is 1 dash, and then here it is 2 dash, so 2 dash, and then here it is 3 dash. So this point it is 3 dash, and then so for the point number 4, it is not cutting this slant edge anywhere or the slant generator anywhere, but it is cutting the base edge here. Okay, the base of the cone. So it is cutting between C and D here. It is, so it is, okay, it is cutting between C and D. So this will be our point number 4 dash. It will be point number 4 dash, and so it will be getting, so we need to go with the invisible points. Once after all completing the visible points, we need to go with the invisible points. So these are the 4 points which are lying in front of the object. Now we need to go with the points which are invisible to the observer. So here it is, when you project it, here it is cutting between C and D, and that is a visible point. And then it is, once you project it here, it is cutting between F and G, that is the invisible point. So for that I'll be naming that point as phi dash. Then going back, so it is cutting O to G here, so here it is cutting, okay, that point will be calling it as, so invisible point should be inside the bracket, so for the understanding. And then here it is cutting, so O to H, it is cutting O to H, so here it is, I'll be calling that point as 7 dash. So I'll be cutting that, okay, I'll be naming it as 7 dash here. So totally we have identified the 7 points which the section plane it is cutting. So now we need to identify the same points here. So for that, so how to name item? So take the line, so take the projection line, so where it is cutting this, okay, O to A, so take that, okay, line here, so it is where it is cutting, this is O dash to A dash is the front view point, and then O to A is the, so top view point, so it is, okay, so we got this, we have transferred, or we have located this point 1 dash here along this O to A. So this point I'll be naming it as 1 here, so this point I'll be naming it as 1. Similarly it is cutting, so the 2 and 7, it is along O dash to B dash and then O dash H dash. So I need to locate, okay, point number 2 and O to B, and then I need to locate O to, okay, on this O to H, the point number 7. So for that you need to project the points. So from this point number 2, so where it is intersecting, where the section line it is intersecting with the slant generator, so from there you need to take the point and then you need to, so project it onto this, okay, slant generator here. So it is, now we got the point, so O to B, so this is the point number 2, okay, here it is the point number 2, so here it is point number 2, and then here it is O to H, okay, where it is crossing, that is point number 7 here, that is point number 7. Now so for 3 and 6, okay, for 3 and 6, when I draw the, okay, vertical line downwards here, I cannot identify any point, okay, 3 and 6 either on O to C or O to G, so it is difficult. So for that, in this case what we need to do is, you need to, so this point you need to project it onto one of the slant generator, to the extreme slant generator, either towards right side or towards left side. In this case it is convenient for me to project it onto the left side of the slant generator. So for that I have projected this 3 to 6 onto the left side of the slant generator. So from there you need to, so project the line. Since I have taken this O2, okay, O dash to A dash is the reference on which I projected here, same way on O to A you need to draw the vertical line from this point. Then afterwards, in order to, so project it onto O to C and then O to G, you need to go with the arc by center point here, go with the arc by center point. So take this point as center point here, and then this is the radius, you need to draw the arc here. Similarly, so take this point as center, this is the radius, you need to draw the arc here. You need to draw the arc here. Now so it is 3 and 6 we are transferred here, and then we are transferred here. Now it is, so after transferring onto O to E, now using the arc by center here with the same radius, you need to cut in arc here, so that you will be getting this point 6, and then here you will be getting the point number 3. So this is point number 3, so this is point number 6, okay. Then so for this 4 and 5 you need to draw it downwards, since these 2 points are on the base edge, you need to, so project all these points, okay, these 2 points onto the base edge here. Now this is your point number, so here it is 4, it is lying between G to E, sorry, C to D it is lying, so between C to D it is point number 4, and here it is between F and G, here it is point number 5. So I'll move it upwards, this, okay, corresponds to the front view points. So now you got it, you can see here it is along O to A we got point number 1, along O to B we got point number 2, along O to C we got point number 3, and then along between C and D I got point number 4, and then between F and G I got point number 5 here. Okay, this I'll move it here. So this is point number 5, this is point number 5, and then here it is 6, and then this is 7. Now so I need to connect all these points with a smooth curve. So go with the curve. So before using this curve, what you need to do is you need to switch off this maintain relationships. You need to disable this. It should not be enabled here, it should be disabled. Then go with the arc curve here. So select the point number 4, and then select the point number 3, and then 2, and then 1 here, and then so it is 7, and then here it is 6, and then here it is 5. So in this way you need to connect the points. This portion should be dark line here, and then this cutting portion should be darker. So I need to split it here. Go with the split, select this line, select the split point here. So split it here. This portion, this portion should be visible line here, and this portion should be this portion it is already removed. So for that, using the split portion command, I need to remove it here. So between this point and then so this point I need to remove here. So this I need to remove. So removing in the sense you need to change it to projection line here. So earlier, so you can see here it is, once it is cut here, once it is cut and then remove this portion here, this portion it is removed. For the retained portion it will look like this one. It will look like this. So in this way you need to go with the section for the cone. Now you need to go with the drawing the true shape here. True shape nothing but when you see perpendicular to this cut portion here, it is section line. So how you can see the object, that is called the true shape of the section. So for that same thing. So for this section line, you need to draw the parallel line here. So take the line. So it is continuous line. You need to take the line, and then so this should be parallel to this line here. So you need to draw the parallel line. You need to draw the parallel line to this. So at any distance, only thing is condition is it should not touch the object. It should be away from the object, and then you can maintain any distance between the object and the line. Now so you need to draw the line here. So from this each and every point, whatever the points which are named here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So from those points you need to draw the line here. So take the line. So from this point number 1 you need to draw the line. Now what the condition is that this line should be perpendicular to this. Go with this perpendicularity. So this line should be perpendicular to this. Now we made it perpendicular here. Same whatever the line which are drawing, those lines should be perpendicular to this line here. So now from the points 2 and 7, you need to draw the line. So that should be parallel to this line here. Similarly from the point numbers 3 and 6, so take the line. If you draw the parallel line here, it is for these lines, it will be obviously it will be perpendicular, because we already made this line perpendicular to this line here, 3 and 6 over, and then from this 4 and 5, from the 4 and 5 I need to draw the perpendicular line here. So in this way, so from this point number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you need to draw the line that should be perpendicular to the line which you are drawn here. Now so what the thing you need to do it is, so in order to get the true shape here, you need to project the points. You need to make use of the points in the top view. And then you need to transfer the same measurement here. Now how to transfer it? So you need to measure the distance from in the top view. So you need to measure the dimension from the xy line to the corresponding points. So here it is. So from this xy line to this point number 1, this is the measurement which I got it. I'll be getting. So this is the distance for this point number 1. Similarly for the point number 2, so take the dimension from this xy line and then to this point number 2. So here is the point number 2. So, until this end point of the line. measure it. So from the xy line to this point number 2 to the end point of this line, so this will be the measurement for this point number 2. And then for the point number 3, so for the point number 3, so from the xy line to this point number 3, so this is the point number 3, so this is point number 3 here. And then similarly for the point number 4, from here to the end point of the line, this is for the point number 4, and then from here to this point, it is the point number 5, and then from this line to the point number 6, this is point number 6. And then for the point number 7, I need to zoom that area. From this line to this point number 7, it is point number 7. So now, so we need to project the toe shape of the section. Here it is. So like here it is. To start from the point number 1, 2, 3, 4, we should not mix it. So in order to draw this toe shape of the section, we need to go with one by one. So it is from xy line to this point number 1, it is having the distance 32.61. So take the arc by center here. So from this point, you need to take it. So it is 32.61 is the distance from the xy line to the point number 1. So this is point number 1 here. If you want, you can name it here. This is point number 1. Similarly for the point number 2, for the point number 2, it is 37.1. So that it is lies on this line here. It is lies on this 37.1. Take the radius. Take this point as center. So give the radius 37.1 here, and then you need to cut an arc. So this will be your point number 2. You need to name it, otherwise you'll be getting confused when you try to name it at the end. This is point number 2. Similarly for the point number 3, from here it is 43.44. So take the arc by center here. So from this point it is 43.44. So you need to cut an arc here. So this is point number 3. And similarly for the point number 4, it is 53.21. So take this. So from here 53.21. This is point number 4. And then for the point number 5, it is 11.89. So take this. So from the same reference, it is 11.89. It is point number 5. And point number 6, it is 21.78. 21.78. Six. And then for the point number 7, it is 28.12. It is point number 3. Sorry, it is point number 7. You can see here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So this way you need to connect the points. You need to name the points as in when you are doing. Don't keep it anything pending until the end. So now you need to connect the points using the curve command here. Go with the curve. Select this point 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then you need to draw this line here. It is from
ಈಗ
5
ಒಂದು
to
ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ
4.
ಫ್ರೀ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು.
So select these two lines, curve and arc.
ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ?
You need to connect it here. So you need to hatch it. Okay, you need to hatch this portion. Now when you see here, it is this will seem. Okay, with respect to this major axis, it is symmetric on both the sides. It is mirrored extent on both the sides. Now in this case, the object obtained, it is called the parabola here. It is asked. So we need to name the true shape. Okay, we need to name the true shape. So this is parabola. This is parabola. So this way you need to do it. Now here it is. So this portion, okay, we are left out here. It is. So this is the section. Okay. So this is the section here. It is. It is section BB. You need to name it. Section BB, and so you need to hatch it here. You need to hatch this portion.
ಈಗ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಟ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನನಗೇನಾದರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಥರ ಲೈಕ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
You need to hatch this portion because this is the cut portion here. For the cut portion I told. So showing the hatching. So here it is. So once it is done, the sectioning, you need to name the sectioning as B and B. Here it is. So the same thing you need to show it here, section BB. Okay, and then where it is cutting, okay, where the section plane passes through the object. So for that it is like the wound in general terms. So for that we need to show the hatching here. Okay, like the bandage, it will serve the purpose. So here it is in the section of solids. You need to, for the cut portion, you need to show the hatching here. So this will complete the sections of solids for the cone. So in which the section line passing through the object, okay, and then it will be parallel to one of the slant generator. Thank you.